¿Cómo están, raza? Este video no va a estar muy largo, pero quiero hacerme un café para disfrutarlo con ustedes. ¿Cómo están esta tarde? Quiero que sepan, raza, que hay gente que se mete en lo que no les importa. Y vamos a platicar de eso. Pero esas clases de personas que se meten en lo que no les importa. Hi, Esther Martinez. Hi, Jasmine. Jacobs. Linda, Peacocks United. I love you. I'm glad you watched the morning show because I guess I was touching some people's nerves and I didn't even know about it, girl. So we're going to talk about that. And they love to come up here after you tell them, you know, if you're going to be Bible thumping or if you're going to be such a clean person, use your real name. What the heck? I have one right now that I had to hide. She came purposely to put messages after the video was already turned off. So now I'm going to have to be turning off comments on videos. And I actually go back and read them. I hit like, you know, I send a little heart out. But because one nasty person out there is out there doing this kind of stuff, then they leave no choice but to turn off comments on either you catch it live and you can comment, or you can just watch the video and not comment at all. You know, and it's like, really? You're going to make me do this? I really don't like doing this to people because, you know, it gives me something to do when my phone is beeping and saying, hey, somebody left you a message. Somebody was watching your video. And I haven't really been coming on to do lives that much, but I do need to pick up this channel. I have over 7,000 viewers on TikTok, and we still don't know what's going to happen with TikTok. So we joined the Lemonade people, but then over there you can't do a video longer than a minute. So it's like, I'm not sure that I want the Lemonade. You know, it's like, really? But I have both, and I have quite a few followers there. But the whole thing is, you know, it's okay if you want to be a silent viewer and you just want to watch the drama. And it's okay. But don't get butt hurt when we start asking questions. You know, give me a second. I need a spoon. Like, I guess that person was not in the you need to know that I never got fired from my job. I never got fired from my job. And this, you know, this is how ignorant people are. I did not get fired from my job. But didn't you get unemployment? I got unemployment after 9 months of being at home because after 9 months, ignorant person, I know you're watching even though I hid you. So that means that you have to get another email and you have to subscribe again if you want to comment. And I'm going to go into your comments, but I'm going into one of them where you said that I got fired. How about my situation where I got fired? My situation was not that I got fired. My situation was go home and take care of the court stuff because of my background. Ignorant people need to know that when you have a background like mine, I can do a whole heck of a lot of stuff without anybody knowing how high and clear my background is. And it doesn't start from when I started working in Willacy County. It starts from way back when I used to work in UTMB. And I used to have to cross a tunnel to go into the TDC hospital and get patients from in there that were in there for different reasons and transport them to the surgical rooms in UTMB. So my background doesn't start from 2005. It goes back farther than that. And the clearance that I have with the federal government is very high. So when I say that I have to go to court because I got involved in a little bit of a scuffle, or I don't know how you say it, here in my hi Joanne, here in my house, that is gonna affect my background. So they told me go home and take care of it. Well, I was at home trying to take care of it. It didn't seem like I was trying to take care of it. But when you live in a one cow town, this is like for all the ignorant people that live in cities where some people follow the laws and other people live in cities where people think they are the law. And then they find out that they're not above the law when you get the right people's hooked up. If any of the right people are hooked up on here, hey, call me up. Look me up on Messenger. Because I need a damn good lawyer because it's time to move forward again. They've been holding me for 2 years. It's time to move on. And I'll let y'all know why. But I live in a one cow town where certain individuals do not follow the law. And they are behind chairs that they should not be behind. But for somebody to be using a chela ramen email at chela ramen, that's how you spell it. If anybody wants to write to this person and tell her, hey, if you go to Angie's videos, please put your real name, stupid. And you want to tell me to clean my kitchen? You're too funny. You know, I don't think that you've been inside my house to be telling me to clean my kitchen. And if there's a video out there where I have a rusty sink, I bought this house because of that rusty sink. I wasn't going to take the rust off of it. Don't be stupid. I washed the dishes in other things or with the water running. I don't wash the dishes in the sink. I'm not you. I'm not you with dirty water washing 20 plates. But this person decided to come into one of my videos and put for me to wash my kitchen, clean my kitchen. And then they started talking about the job that I lost. I didn't lose any job. The company was holding my position for 9 months, and then they send me a letter. Hey, you haven't taken care of anything in the court systems. How can you take care of anything in a court system when they're all in the buddy clique? The district attorney, the judge, and everybody is related or friends with the people that came and trespassed my property. So they were sitting on the paperwork for 2 freaking years. They were waiting because they know that there's a statute of limitations. And now I have a letter. It's right here. You can zoom in if you want. But this stupid letter doesn't have anybody's name except the state versus me. The stupid letter doesn't say anything about what happened here or if I was innocent, except for this case has been dismissed. I don't even know what case because they have nobody's name on it except mine. This case has been dismissed because it reached the limit of limitations, the statute of limitations. So that's the reason that it got dismissed, whatever case that was, because I don't even know what it is. And here's another little bit of information for you. The stupid judge told my sister about this paper when we were sitting in the middle of a restaurant. And my sister, I didn't go to that table until I couldn't eat anymore at that restaurant because I was so angry at what my little sister had come to tell me at the table. This was way back in December. And I got up and I went to the table where that judge was sitting. And I told her, who's gonna give me my 2 years of finances that I lost? And she just looked down. She looked at me and looked down at her plate. And I walked away. And last week, my little sister decides to give me this letter that stupid judge's office could have mailed me, but they were sitting on it expecting me to go pick it up because she told Ophelia about it. Wait a minute. You decided when I went to your table to look at your food, you were expecting for me to go to an office and pick up a piece of paper that was supposed to be officially mailed to me? It's a very fishy paper. Once I put it in front of a lawyer's desk, they're going to tell me it's fishy. So now I have some stupid girl or man or whoever this Chela Ramen at Chela Ramen wants to be telling me about my job that I lost. Don't worry about me. I'm still standing like Ophelia says. Are you standing? Or are you relying on somebody to pay your bills? Because nobody has paid the bills here. You know, 4 people, 4 of the peacocks, 5 for the last 2 years, have sent me their little drop of, whatever you want to call it, charity or whatever. And it has gone in my gas tank. That's where all that help has gone. The gas tank that keeps me going from here to Ophelia's house or to HEB to buy my groceries or whatever. But for somebody to come and tell me to clean my kitchen, cut my yard, don't worry about none of that stuff because you're not going to fucking do it. And I can see the word because I'm 16 minutes into this show. You're not gonna fucking come and clean my house. You're not gonna come and sweep. You're not gonna come and give me food for my little birdies. Or you're not gonna come and clean where that goose died. So fuck off. Don't worry about the job that I never lost because I didn't lose it. I can take this fucking paper and get my job back. Even though I think that's a fishy paper and I don't trust the people that did it. Les dolió, Pavos Reales Unidos, les dolió a las putas que les estoy preguntando que a quién lastimó Ofelia, cuándo las lastimó, dónde las lastimó y por qué las lastimó. What, when, where, and why did Ofelia do anything to these thousands of people that these platforms keep saying that Ofelia has, you know, what's the word that they're using? Hurt. Ofelia has hurt so many people. So this morning, because of a show that Yaya did yesterday, and I loved Yaya's show. She was right on point, and I just stayed with that question. How many people, because somebody had wrote to that show and Yaya read it. Yaya actually read it. And the person said, Ofelia hurt me. I don't know who the person was because I was not looking at the messages. I was just hearing the show. And I think I was playing a game. So I had the little square on the side where I can hear the show. It's going on and I'm playing a game on my phone. And Yaya read the message while she was driving. And these people, and I'm saying these because it's several platforms, go and feed the uneducated people that are in the internet. These people on the internet, they know how to work computers, but they listen to a story and they don't go and ask Uncle Google or Cousin Google nothing to verify if what they're hearing is true or not. They go with the little stories and they've been hearing and they're being fed, like, when you go give corn to pigs and the pigs getting bigger and bigger, they're being fed a straight out lie that Ofelia has hurt so many people. If Ofelia had not been bit on her chest by somebody that trespassed on my property during a live show for Halloween, that person would have not been scarred for life. But who in their real mind is gonna let somebody bite them and they're not gonna bite back? Especially if you have the opportunity to do it. As far as I'm concerned, don't come over here and tell me that I lost a job. I didn't lose any jobs. I have a very long work history. But that doesn't mean that I have 100 jobs on it. My work history covers over 40 years. And in 40 years, I only have 4 or 5 jobs. Because I know how to take care of my jobs. I'm not over there trying to see what I can take from the company. I'm not over there trying to see what I can do so that I can, climb up the ladder. No, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to do my job, and I'm not going to take anybody from work to my house. Everybody likes to say that you don't shit where you eat. Some people do. Don't include me in that bunch. you know? And there's plenty of people on platforms that we can talk about how they climb the social ladder by shitting where they eat, backstabbing their friends, you know. But that's when they say the pot is trying to call the kettle black. No, I didn't lose any jobs. You know, I'm still standing on my own. But how not it is your ass that you had to come over here and try to deflect. And then at that, to use an email that doesn't even have your name on it. They do need to fact check, Nadia. They need to fact check because they don't. They just talk shit. And then when shit splatters, they want to act stupid. Well, I don't know if it's this generation or I don't think it's this generation that's doing it. It's like my generation that's doing it. Let the shit splatter, KK. I've been letting it splatter. I've been letting it splatter, KK. I've been staying out of the drama. I've been staying out of the, social media bit. Even at Ophelia's, it's rare. You hear me sometimes on the sidelines because I'm there watching the big old screen TV. I like to see Mr. Handpay, with his big smile, almost like mine. But, these people draw you back into it. And it's like, I'm not going to allow you to make me get mad at you. I did block that person, but I'm sure that they'll come in there with another email. And that's why I'm not going to allow, after the live is over, I'm not going to allow comments. And it's like, you can watch the video, but ¿por qué? Because in Spanish se dice, por uno la pagan todos. Because of one person, everybody has to pay. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, I know you love those Caspers. Mándalos a chingar a 20 de volada. Those Caspers are the kind of person that you can say, you know what? Chela ramen, chingas a la puta que te parió. How do you like that? ¿Y sabes qué? You can't even type right now with that email on any of my shows. How do you like them apples, Chelita? I don't know who the hell you are, nor do I care. Pero te mandé a chingar tu madre, ¿no? And why did I do it? Has anybody seen me mandando a chingar su madre? Anybody? No. But, enough is enough. You make me a list of people that Ophelia actually hurt. You make me a list of why Ophelia hurt them and where. And I bet you can't come up with a list. The only person that's going to be on that list is the person that got a scar on her forehead for trespassing my property. And to top the cherry on that icing is Ophelia has pictures of a bite that night, time-stamped that night, on her chest. So don't even go there with me. I really don't even care right now at this point. You know, all this buddy system in this town, it'll catch up with them. Just give us a few more months and it's going to catch up with all of them. Beginning with that judge that signed the warrant and decided not to pay the 50 cents to send me this paper. And she gave it to Ofelia in March of 2025. And it's dated December of 2024. She knew my phone number. She's got it in her office. She signed a warrant for me. She knew my name. She's got it in her office. She seen me at that restaurant and she decided to look down at her plate. And then she decided to give this paper to Ofelia because she knows this paper is full of shit. So that's why I'm on here saying, if you all know any civil case lawyers that can help me out, hey, give them my information. I need one. I need a very good one because it's not going to be just 2 years. Trust me. These people, all of them have crossed the line. All of them. RPD, the chief of police, the district attorney, the judge, the detective, all of them. Am I laughing? No. Am I angry? Yes, I'm angry. Am I mentioning their names? No. The lawyer can have all their names. You know. But when you get a shit paper like this, where only your name is on the paper, how convenient. And the state of Texas. Of course, I live in the state of Texas, so, and I was working for the state of Texas. There's video. There's video on them taking their sandals on the street and climbing onto my property. There's video of me telling one of them, do not scream from over there. If you have something to say it to her over here. But she's not the first one that climbed on my property. So, I mean, there's video. They can try to lie as much as they want whenever they get to court. But there's video. There was other people in my house that day. It wasn't just me and Ofelia. And there's other video, you know. So they can act stupid all they want. I didn't understand that one neither, KK. I didn't understand it neither because it happened a week later and the person that did the warrant, he wasn't even here that day that everything happened. And if anybody sees the warrant for my arrest, it was his opinion of me harassing somebody. Only on the first paragraph, it said, in my opinion. And then from the second paragraph all the way to the second page, it's all about what had happened, transpired between those people and my sister. Yeah, Nadia, but it's not a personal injury attorney. I need a civil case attorney. So it's like, you know, personal injuries, like accidents and stuff. But that's what happened. Even the warrant that was issued out was fishy. You know, the times that we've been sitting there in the courtroom, with advocates sitting next to us have been fishy. Because, supposedly we're victims and then we're not. I don't know what case this is that they dismissed because they dismissed the case, but if they dismissed the case through the proper channels, let's get to that one. If and the district attorney knows that, but and I don't know that the judge knows that, but if you dismiss a case through the proper channels, that advocate for victims of crime would have gotten a notice to let me know, hey, your case was dismissed. That's why I can smile and say, fuck you, I got your ass. No. They did something fishy. The advocates don't know anything about this case being dismissed. And the judge just handed my sister the paper. My sister was in there for other official business for her son. Her and her son were up in that judge's office for their business. And she hands her this paper. And when I read the paper, I telling my sister, did you read it? It's full of shit. But it'll be sitting in front of somebody's desk when all of them will find out that they are not above the law. He might be able to refer. Ophelia's lawyer has tried to refer too, but it's like the cases are like really different, and I don't mind waiting on cases. I have done class action lawsuits against companies here in Willacy County. The last time I was in a class action lawsuit here in Willacy County, it cost that company $27 million back to the employees. So I'm not dumb as far as, class action lawsuits. The whole thing is that lawyer that we used lives in Willacy County, and he doesn't believe in shitting where you eat. So we go back to why certain lawyers cannot be used for certain things, and I did go talk to him about this. But that's how that works. And it's like these people really do need to find out that they are not above the law. You cannot hold on to paperwork for a year and a half because the person on the paperwork is your buddy, your elbow drinking buddy. So you sat on the paperwork for a year and a half because in 2 years, the statute of limitations will end, and then you can dismiss a case without telling anybody just because you're a district attorney. Fuck you. You'll find out how quick tables can be changed. Kickbacks are, I don't know if they fall into the kickbacks. I don't know that any money was exchanged. It's just friendship from years of being here living in Willacy County. And it's like I've been living here for 20 years, but I was in my world. Do you really think that I play around when I tell you all once I close that door, I don't care what's going on outside? This afternoon, my sister Frances was up here visiting me, and we stepped outside to go to Dairy Queen because why? Dairy Queen was giving free ice creams today. So we go and get the ice cream, and then we come back. She comes back inside, then she leaves. And when she's leaving, she says, it smells like something is burning. And she's like, you're not going to go check around the corner? I told her, no, I'm going back inside my house. I don't give a shit what's burning. In fact, if this one burns, I have insurance. They charge me plenty. I don't care. that's why your mind being without stress. Thank you, Cesar. Your mind being without stress and without worrying about things is the number one priority. Do you really think that I'm going to care what's burning out there when they keep burning fields and stuff? It's like, no, I'm not going to worry about it. When I go to sleep, hey, Ofelia says, tú todo el tiempo saltas con el Salmo 8. And it's not. Salmo 8 es Salmo 4:8. It's like, pero ella todo el tiempo me salta con el Salmo 8. But, en paz me acostaré y asimismo dormiré, porque solo tú, Jehová, me haces dormir confiado. And I tell people all the time, el que me mantiene a mí es dueño de todo. Y Él hace las cosas a su tiempo. Y me manda billetes cuando Él piensa que ya mi mente no puede aguantar más el estrés. It's like, so, ¿para qué se preocupan si yo estoy trabajando o no estoy trabajando? No me están pagando los biles. Estas personas que me están mandando fake messages, ni una de esas personas me ha pagado ningún bill en esta casa por los últimos 2 años que yo no he trabajado. Pero ahí quieren estar de metidas que yo no quiero limpiar la cocina porque tengo un sink que yo no quiero pintar, porque cuando yo compré esta casa me enamoré de ese zinc. Ese zinc es como uno que tenemos en México en la casa de mis papás. Y mi mamá lo sacó de adentro y lo puso en un cuartito que ella hizo atrás. So, ahí está. Pero este zinc es igualito. Entonces, yo no lo quise quitar. Yo remodelé esta casa. Es más, les voy a dejar saber. Voy a poner esta casa en... Voy a llenar unos documentos mañana. Y vamos a ver si la pistolita truena y me quitan toda esta casa y ponen una nuevecita aquí. Porque el que me mantiene a mí es capaz de darme toda una casa nuevecita. Para que ya se les quite de que mi zinc, y me voy a quedar con el zinc. Lo quito y lo pongo en otra cosa que tenga en la casa nueva que Él me va a dar. Porque esa es la clase de fe que me sostiene a mí caminando para adelante. Si yo confiara en las personas que en veces me rodean, pobrecita de mí. I would be falling all the time if I would trust in people instead of God, But I will go tomorrow and see if I can fill out an application because they're available for Willacy County. And we'll see if they want to drop this whole house and put a brand new one here. Why not? The grants are there. Not only that, KK, they done gave grants again. They will be rebuilding houses under grants from the United States government here in Willacy County. So my faith is so big, KK, that I always tell people the person that supports me owns everything. So tomorrow I will be going to pick up an application and let's see if I get a new house from one of those grants. The haters are really going to be pissed. But I don't care. I qualify because why? They've been holding me back for 2 years and I didn't make 40 grand last year. Too funny. But I'll qualify. They worry about a little bit of rust on my sink. And I don't even wash the dishes in it. You know, it's AMP 1764. Oh, my daughter's sending me pictures. I have my grandkids getting here in a few. So I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate all of you guys being here. And I just want to let y'all know that there is fishy stuff going around. And some people are butthurt because I did ask for names. And I did ask for who, what, when, and where did Ophelia hurt you? You know, it's like, I do, Cynthia Leach. You know, what I did in Galveston County, they had the same type of program over there. And the first round, I didn't qualify for them to do me a house in Galveston County. So I went to Walmart. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I went to Walmart and I got a blank key for a house. A blank key with nothing on it. I just went and paid it at the register and I came home. In Isaiah, I don't remember the chapter right now, but there's a chapter in Isaiah where it talks about the cornerstone and that you need that cornerstone to begin any project. And they were building the church in Jerusalem in that chapter. And I was reading that and I put my key on it and I closed my Bible. And I told God there's going to be a way for me to get a brand new house in Galveston County. And I was granted through a different program. I was granted a 4-bedroom brand new home on my property that I had given my daughter in Galveston County. And that property is now my daughter's, but it has a brand new 4-bedroom house that was granted to me, and all I had to do was rent it to a low-income family for 5 years. And that house was rented for 5 years for $536 a month. A brand new 4-bedroom house with 3 bathrooms. It had the pantry, it had the washroom, it has everything. The driveway. And 5 lots. So when I first rented it, the renters asked me, can I please fence it in the backyard because they had small children. And in the backyard, I had a swing set that was up there because I lived in that property. And my daughter had her swings there. So, but I had never fenced it in. So they asked me if I could fence it, and I talked to my son-in-law, and we put a 6-foot fence on that property for that family. And that family stayed in that house for 5 years and took care of it. Like when my daughter took the house back, it was like if it was new, because the girl had 4 children, but they took care of the property, and they were being charged way, way low income, like $500 a month is for a brand new house. But it was okay because that's what the government wanted from me, in order to say, you know what, the grant has been fulfilled. You did your part. You rented it to somebody for 5 years that was low income, and I did. The girl was going to nursing school, and her husband was a driver for one of the Coke companies. But I mean, they had 4 children and they qualified. So, I do have that kind of faith. And, I just am iffy because of the. I bought this one for like 20, but I have put like over 80,000 in repairs. And I'm like, are they gonna want to stick me with a 1 bedroom house? And I don't have a 1 bedroom house, and that would be the the chopping stone would be I'm not gonna go to a smaller house because I won't fit with my 8 birds. They need space. But yes, I have that kind of faith. And I had to deal with haters. At that time, I wasn't on the internet or nothing, but I still had haters in my own family saying that there was no way that I could have gotten that house, the way that it happened. But that was a totally different program. And it stated if you moved away from the area, but you still own the property, and if you're willing to rent it, we will put a brand new house on it. And they did. And I did rent it for 5 years. So, I mean, things happen the way they happen because God is always going to be on your side, whether people like it or not. Whether people think that God is on your side or not, that's irrelevant. The whole thing is, do you know if God is on your side? Do you know if your name is going to be on that roster at the end of time when that book gets open? That's the only thing that you need to know. Because all these haters, they're going to keep on doing it. They're going to keep on hating. But right now, what I'm going to let everybody know is that, I am going to turn off the messages on any videos that I make from now on. Because if these people are not here on a live and they're not helping me with the numbers that I need here to get to 1,000, then I don't need them to come into a video later on and just leave a dirty note. And then they're going to use a Casper, website. Yes, he is, Esther. God is always in control. So it's like, at this point, that's what I came on here to tell you all, the followers, that there's somebody out there that's butthurt because I'm asking what, when, where, and why. And did Ophelia start cussing them out after they did something to her? Because usually that's the case. You know it, KK. I always say God does wonders, and it doesn't matter how we talk. He knows our heart. Because you can talk a certain way, but that doesn't mean that that's how you feel in your heart. Pobrecita lab girl. I came live just to say that some people got mad because I did a live show this morning asking how many people are out there hurt, because there's some platforms saying that my sister has hurt so many people. Who, when, where, and why did my sister hurt them? Because I've been on my sister's YouTube journey for the last 5 years, and as far as I know, there was only one person that got hurt, really hurt, for trespassing and for biting her first. So, did you catch up with all that, lab girl? Hi, June. You came late, June. I'm fixing to give up the show because my daughter's fixing to get here. She was in Rivera a little while ago. But y'all take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the night. It's still a pretty night out. And, like I said, I'm not, But if y'all can't comment after the show goes down, it's because I'm going to start turning off the comments on the shows. And that's just because of The haters going in there and leaving notes like wash your sink, clean your sink. They've never even been in my house. You know, they've never been in my house, but they want to talk smack. And yes, I did do a video a long time ago and showed my kitchen sink, and it's rusty. So, but I don't care. I like it that way. I'm not sick because of my kitchen sink.